welcome back to Fiscally Fit. And on today's show, we've been discussing developing your game plan. And we're here with Miss Veronica, and she's telling us about how to develop your budget, because we're not talking about X's and O's, we're talking about dollar signs here, right?
Correct.
Okay, now, just to do a quick recap on what we've been discussing, step one is to pull all those bills out, right?
Correct.
And you said for about
three to 6 months.
So we're looking at 3 to 6 months worth of information here. Quick question though, how far should they be developing their budget for? How far in advance should they be developing their budget for?
You can develop the budget. Some people do a budget for a year,
okay.
But I would say, keep it simple. So let's stick with, keeping it in front of you 3 to 6 months of what actually is coming in and going out of the household.
Yeah, and that should be simple, to be able to look back 6 months so you can develop the next 6 months and kind of get a gauge as to where you're going from there. Then step two would be to organize it. Get it all set up, because it could be just a pile of papers in front of you right now. So organizing it, like,
prioritize.
Okay.
What is important? What really needs to come out of the budget?
All right.
And normally, again, that's the rent, the mortgage, the utility bills. Those things that we must have in order to function.
Exactly.
So we want to prioritize from what's most important to least important.
Okay, and then the third is to write it all down.
Write it all down.
So you can get
the memory plays tricks on you. We have selective memory. I know I do.
Yes.
So writing it down is a key.
Right. I think I have a habit of always forgetting those pairs of shoes I just bought. Exactly. So, and when we're done with all of that, so writing it down, we'll get a good glimpse of what our income is, what's coming in. And then we have an opportunity to really look at whatever expenses are, and that's what's going out. So yes, you looked at your bills, but also outside of that, pulling out those receipts and really looking at your statements as well to find out what you've been spending on entertainment, what you've been spending on hobbies, what you've been spending on your kids, which is great to spend money on your children, but does it all need to be spent on games and video games and things of that nature? So really getting a good look at that. And that's where we can look at our cash flow. Cash flow is the money that's left over.
Left over.
Okay.
No matter how big or how small, our purpose, the goal is to have a suitable budget where there will be some cash flow left over.
Okay then. And I guess we were talking about life cycles.
Yes, we were.
And how when people come to banking professionals, them understanding where you are in your life cycle will really help them in taking what your overflow, your cash flow, and using that to best help you.
Exactly.
Right?
Exactly. Because again, just out of college, just starting my career, I'm in that beginning cycle. So, it's the perfect time to get into retirement, saving for a house, because we don't want to be renters. Nothing wrong with renters, but we want to own. We want to move into, the best suited availability for us. And then middle age. I'm already settled. I'm married now. I'm having the children. We have to prepare for their education, their college funds, and we're slowly preparing for our retirement as well. And then we move into soon to be retired. Yeah. And as a retired person, it's okay if you're retired and you go back to work. That's your option. But we want to prepare so that we can live as comfortably as we are working when we retire. That's the purpose, to take trips, to enjoy the grands, to be able to get up late and do whatever we want to.
Okay.
So that extra cash flow will empower us to do all of those things depending on what time frame we're in our life. Okay,
man. So the cash flow is not money to blow. It's not money to just throw away. Oh, I've got an extra $50. Let me just go spend it on something.
It's not. And myself, I've learned, I've regretted some things that I've done in the past because I've had extra money and I didn't do the right things with it. So now being better educated about a budget has helped me to better prepare, because you really should have at least, you know, income for emergencies. What happens if I'm sick? And, you know, I used all my sick time. I need to have some monies in the bank to continue to make my rent and my mortgage payment.
Exactly, exactly. Well, we're starting to wind down a little bit. How is it that people can get in contact with you?
They can reach me at the Northside branch. I'm Veronica Williams Fry, and I'm located at the 8390 Northwest 27th Avenue branch. And that's right off 27th Avenue, cross street of 79th Street. There's a big shopping plaza there. We have the USA Flea Market that's directly behind our local branch. And you can reach me also at 305-795-2845. Or by way of the internet, you can reach me at veronica.williams-spry. That's S-P-R-Y at Wachovia.com.
All right. Now, what's some good solid advice that you would like to leave with our audience before we bid adieu?
I would say that it's never too late to start. We may be fearful of what we're going to see and what the bottom line is going to add up to be or subtract to be, but we need to start somewhere. So if you're afraid, come in and see me. I'll be more than happy to assist you with that budget, because we all need to be physically fit.
All right. Family, now we've had an opportunity to talk about your budget and how important it is to start looking at your finances. We thank you so much for coming out to taking this time to watch us this evening. My name is Sasha Wheeler. I can be contacted at fiscallyfit@stlt.org. Again, it's fiscallyfit@stlt.org. And just something to leave with you is another good get fit idea. Instead of just giving your kids money, maybe you should consider having them have allowances that's connected to either household chores or energy saving activities. That way, they're helping the budget and the household get more cash flow, but they're also able to be rewarded. Again, good evening, and hope to see you again at Fiscally Fit.
Fiscally Fit was brought to you by Wachovia Bank, a Wells Fargo Company, Eldorado Furniture, and Scholars Today, Leaders of Tomorrow.